You actually touched on something there I didn't even think of. You said the video is 3 to 5 minutes. That's all. It's just 1 3 to 5 minute video.
That's right, but you got to remember that for those 3 to 5 minutes, you probably get like 4 to 5 hours, sometimes 8 hours of footage.
And then you just pick the absolute best between all of it.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So the editing process is just as important as the filming itself. In fact, it may be more important. I mean, I often, well, not often, but sometimes I get people just sending me footage that they've taken themselves, and oftentimes it's not very good quality. But you just pick out the best bits and you make it look professional through the editing process. So you can make up for a lot of mistakes made during the filming. During the editing, the most important thing really is to get as much footage as possible. So one of the main mistakes that I always see with people going out filming is that they take 2 to 3 seconds of footage and then they on to another shot, and of course you can't do anything with that.
Right, right. So give yourself a lot of padding on the front and the back of the video, and just more footage you have, the better.
Exactly, and if you like a shot, then do pans in both directions, do zooming in and zooming out, and you start recording 4 seconds before you even start panning and that sort of thing, so that you have plenty of it there. But I've created a short little tutorial video which you also find on the Filming Holidays website, where I go into more of the details of actually getting good professional looking footage.
Do you have it, while we're talking about this, do you have any more tips on what to do while you're on the shoot itself? Whether it be dealing with the client, what do you say to them right off, all the way to the technicality of shooting?
Well, with filming on location, it's always really good to just keep talking to the client, what it is that they're trying to get across, what is their market. What kind of information do they want to get across, and then really create something tailor-made. I cover a lot of area about tourism marketing in the manual as well, because it is very important. I mean, I think it's even more important than knowing how to shoot video, that you understand the industry and you understand tourism marketing, because that's basically what you're going to do for them. You're going to do marketing for them. Ideally, you have somebody with you that can sort of guide you along and say, well, we do this, we do that, and this is one of my favorite spots for our clients and that sort of thing. Or you just basically going to be a participant in the tour itself, so that you do the entire tour with other people. But somebody tells you in advance what's going to happen, so you can set up and plan for it.
Would you recommend going through the tour first, just to experience it, and then going back and filming a second time?
Well, sometimes that's a good idea, yeah, because the weather doesn't work out perfectly, or you want get more people, different types of people on the tour, or you want to get more testimonials. So yeah, that's a possibility, but you don't have to. I mean, recently I've done a 12-day tour, from Adelaide to Alice Springs. Obviously, you can, you only do that tour once. You don't want to do it twice.
Yeah, I guess if it's an extended thing like that, then you would absolutely not want to.
Yes, and there it is good when you know in advance what's going to happen, and they just tell you, sort of a little bit more about the tour, so you can plan it and set it up.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, I mean, what I did anyways, I came back and I tried to film another group that came up again, but then you only get snippets of it. So just to get a variety of people. But I think the most important thing is to be open to people, because if you can approach people and you can get testimonials from them, it's really going to increase the quality of your video, because testimonials is almost as good as word of mouth.
Sure.
So clients love it, and people who are watching the videos love it as well. It is very strong when you have really excited people talking about how great the tour was.
In some of my other projects, one of the most powerful things that I use is testimonials from third parties, for the reason that if I promote something, that's great, but I still come across, no matter what I do, no matter how genuine or good-hearted my message is, it still comes across, and it always will, no matter what, as me selling. if I have somebody else that has no obvious investment in giving that testimonial, saying what they feel about it, it's infinitely more powerful. And so I've always relied on the power of testimonials, so I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, absolutely. Testimonials are great, but at the same time, it's also good to have either the guides or the owners or somebody to basically do an introduction and tell us a little bit more about the holiday. I mean, initially I just did videos which just had music and then a few snippets in there of testimonials, but now I like to pull a whole video together by having a voiceover, either by doing an interview with one of the guides or the owner, or by doing a professional voiceover with some of the voiceover people that I work with now. It just pulls it together quite nicely, and it gives more information than just music and images.